Cool Hits Sports Network and Cool TV proudly present Raceland Rams basketball. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Clark's Pump and Shops of the Tri-State, A&A Porta Potties, River Cities Builders, Stokes Pharmacy, Members Choice Credit Union, Ashland Credit Union, Tres Hermanos Mexican Restaurant, First and People's Bank, Ashland Community and Technical College, Raceland Christian Church, and the Greenup Baptist Association. Now, let's go to the Palace for countdown to tip-off on the Cool Hits Sports Network and Cool TV.
Get into the W column, and on the other side, the Rams are 3-2 with a big win over Johnson Central this past weekend in the Boyd County Classic over at the Boyd County High School. We're going to take our first break, and when we come back, we'll talk a little bit more about this ball game and set the stage. And we'll be back with more on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
Return. Refresh. Refuel.
Happy holidays from Clark's Pump and Shop. Stop in this winter weather season and warm up with one of our coffees, hot chocolates, or lattes, custom made just the way you like it. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
Are you having trouble keeping your parking lot lit? Is customer safety one of your top priorities? If so, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We have bucket truck and boom crane truck services. We have extensive experience in exterior lighting and parking lot lighting maintenance. No need to ever be in the dark again. Remember, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We will light your path to success.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Funny thing about banks, you go in and apply for a loan here,
but they make their decisions somewhere out of state.
My money is here, my account is here. Why go 100 miles away to make a decision?
At First and People's Bank, the decision is made right here by people you know. Bank local. Bank with the friendly folks at First and People's Bank. The Home Office. Member Equal Housing Lender, FDIC.
Back at the Palace here at Raceland Worthington High School. It's named that primarily because of its beauty, if you would. This is a facility that's, I think, about 10 years old now, but they just redid the floor here, and it's done in that new style, I guess you could say, in the era of having around the lane and at the top of the key a different texture, or not texture, but a different color, and it's a darker floor on the sides of the lane, and then it's got the state of Kentucky out at midcourt with a big R, and then, of course, the other end of the floor the same way. It's very nice, and this is a very well-kept school. I've been here over the years with football and basketball, and I tell you what, when you come in and I've told some people, they'll say, whoa, this is a brand new school. Nope, been around for a while. That just goes to show you what happens when you take good care of your schools. Some of the other games tonight on the Cool Hits Sports Network. Morgan County's at East Carter. West Carter's at Lewis County. East Carter is at Greenup County, so that is, I believe, a boys' game. Prestonsburg at McGoffin. Floyd Central also at McGoffin, a doubleheader there with our buddy Jason. And also, I guess they played earlier, the KCU women out in Grayson played. So we may have a score on that, and I know we'll have scores on all the others. We're going to take another break here, and when we come back, I'm going to talk to Joe Bryan, the head man of the Rams, and we're back in a couple on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Oliveville, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around. In addition to the Greenup location, Stultz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-thru. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy. Doubt, stress, anxiety, frustration. That was yesterday. Today is your day to get back on track to a brighter future. At Ashland Community and Technical College, we're open and ready to help now. With ridiculously affordable, amazingly flexible classes that can lead to highly paid positions in IT, healthcare, and more. The real world's tough, but not as tough as you. Visit kctcs.edu/findyourcareer.
Hey Rams fans, would you do anything to support your team? What about switching your checking account? With Ashland Credit Union's debit card, you can support your favorite team. Every time you make an eligible purchase with your debit card, Ashland Credit Union donates 10 cents on your behalf to the Senior Assistance Program. Sign up for your favorite team's debit card today at Ashland Credit Union, 1300 Central Avenue, Ashland. Membership eligibility required, federally insured by NCUA.
Charlie Dunlap here with Joe Bryan, the head coach of the Raceland Rams here at Raceland, the Palace, as it's known. And boy, if you've ever been here, you understand why I say that. But Coach Bryan, you're 5 games into the season. I believe it's 3-2, but you had a big win Saturday against Johnson Central.
Yeah, I thought our guys really put together the best game of the year so far. Our energy level was high, and we executed well.
Let's talk a little bit about your team this year. Always, you know, the new players coming up, players graduate, that kind of thing. What do the Rams look like?
Christian Large is leading us in scoring. A lot of people probably don't know his name. He's been injured the last 2 years, but he's averaging about 18 points a game. Really good shooter, but he's also added the ability to get to the rack and finish to his game, so it's really helped him. Jacob Gaz is being our steady big man as always. He's averaging about 10 points and 7 or 8 boards and a couple blocks a game. We just got a lot of guys that are doing a good job, and we're bringing in the football guys and rotating them in this week. It's really just adding to our depth and what we're doing.
Yeah, it takes a little while for those football guys to get back in basketball shape.
Yeah, it does, and they're doing a good job of working on it and getting shots up and getting back into some basketball shape and getting their wings underneath them.
Let's talk about the ball game tonight with Elliott County. Very young team, they're 0-3, that kind of thing, but Coach Atkins always brings a team that fights till the end.
Yeah, Coach Atkins is one of the best in the business. Even though they're young this year, but he'll have them ready to go when it matters come all A in the district time. They've got a lot of skill. They're just young right now, but he'll have them ready to go.
What do you expect them to do offense and defensively?
They're going to shoot a lot of threes offensively. They like to get up and go. Defensively, they'll play a lot of zones. I didn't see them play very much man the tapes I watched, but they'll play some 3-2, some 2-3, some 1-2-2. So our guys will be ready for it.
Coach, good luck. We'll talk to you after the ball game.
Thank you, sir.
And we'll take a break and be back with more on the Cool Head Sports Network.
Raceland Christian Church, 210 Caroline Road, wishes all of our area athletes the best as they compete in their respective seasons. May you be encouraged by your church family to run with endurance the race set before you in such a way as pleases Jesus so that you gain the prize that never fades away. Raceland Christian Church meets Sunday at 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. at 210 Caroline Road, Raceland. Visit us online at racelandchristian.com.
You know, financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today.
Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Call for additional information. Other restrictions may apply.
Hi, my name is Brian Horton, Mission Strategist for the Churches of the Greenup Baptist Association. We exist to revitalize, mobilize, and multiply New Testament churches in Northeast Kentucky and the world. The Churches of the Greenup Association are moving forward together in the Great Commission work. If you live in Lawrence, Boyd, Greenup, Carter, or Elliott counties, I want to invite you to attend one of the Greenup Baptist churches this coming Sunday. Once there, I know you will find a community of people who will welcome you and love you. For more information, go to greenupbaptist.org.
For those on the go.
Atkins, the head man of the Elliott County Lions. And, Coach, always a pleasure to see you, and always like watching your team play because they play the very gritty, gutsy team, and they do what the coach tells them, of course. But I trust everything's going well.
You know, Charlie, it's thank you for the coverage. Thank you for being here tonight. It's this is a really fun group. This group right here, I think, is going to be a work in progress. I think it's going to take us time to get where we need to be, but I love the pieces we've got, and, you know, it's a really exciting puzzle, so we're enjoying the journey.
Now, is this the youngest team you've had since you've coached?
This is the youngest team I've had since I've coached. You know, we're going to practice a lot of times, and we're having 2/3 of our guys are middle school guys.
Yeah.
So, it is what it is, but these kids love basketball. And if you love basketball, then you kind of figure things out. If you want to spend time in the gym, you figure things out. And this group kind of shows that.
Let's talk a little bit about, let's just talk about the game tonight. Raceland coming off a big win over Johnson Central on Saturday over at Boyd County. And I don't know if you had a chance to scout them in person or not, but what do they bring to the table, both ends of the floor?
Oh, Raceland, just watching them, I had a chance to watch them against Johnson Central on TV, of course, at the house. They very athletic, extremely aggressive, extremely gritty. They have some basketball guys. They have guys that really know how to play basketball. We're going to have our hands full, but that's kind of what the early season is. It's kind of figuring out who we are and hopefully playing good teams, which obviously we're going to play tonight. The one guy that's not talked about a lot about Raceland is Thacker. We just really love his game. We love what he brings. He's able to knock down open shots. He's able to make plays off the basketball that maybe leads to the pass, He's a very, very good player.
When you look at your team, let's say on the defense, when we even look at the offense, we'll look at the defense. What kind of, and I know over the years you probably run the same thing, but what do you do?
We kind of throw a lot of stuff out there and we see what sticks. So we give ourselves usually 6 weeks as kind of the barometer, and we might be more zone oriented, we might be more man. Obviously we prefer man, but we kind of figure out what the kids are good at, and what we're good at we stay with, what we're bad at we throw out, and just kind of go from there down the stretch.
I was just getting ready to ask you that. You got to go with what you got, and if they're zone people, you zone, and if they're man, I guess you have to do that. The zone guys, and I don't want to say it that way, but have you found out when you're in a man that kind of spurs you on the offensive end too?
Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. We're able to do some things out of our zones. We'll throw some traps out sporadically, try to mix things up a little bit. But at the same time, you got to play the personnel you got. Right. Try to put them in the best positions. I love our group's effort. I love what they bring to practice every day. And again, it's a 3-month season.
Yeah, we got a long way to go.
Got a long time to get there, so we're playing for the long term.
That sounds good. And I'll let you go. And always good seeing you. And you just have not only a great night tonight, but the rest of the year. And I don't know if I'll see you before Moorhead, but I want to see you in Moorhead.
Hey, we definitely want to be in Moorhead. It seems like that's almost a tradition. We want to keep that tradition alive.
It exactly is. That's Greg Atkins, the head man of the Elliott County Lions. We'll be back with more on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
Financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today.
Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Call for additional information. Other restrictions may apply.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
My truck and I work all day long, so the truck has to be tough. But I want my truck loan easygoing, and that's what I get at my bank. Flexible terms, great rates. My truck loan works for me, just like my truck.
For great rates on loans for your next truck or car, see the good folks at First and People's Bank, the home office, member equal housing lender, FDIC.
Raceland Christian Church, 210 Caroline Road, wishes all of our area athletes the best as they compete in their respective seasons. May you be encouraged by your church family to run with endurance the race set before you in such a way as pleases Jesus so that you gain the prize that never fades away. Raceland Christian Church meets Sunday at 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. at 210 Caroline Road, Raceland. Visit us online at racelandchristian.com.
Well, back here at Raceland Worthington High School with the Raceland Rams continue to fire away at the basket down to my left and Elliott County over to the right. And a pretty good crowd on hand for a Monday night and the holiday season. A lot of things going on, people having parties, or I guess it's company parties, that kind of thing, or just out shopping, or out trying to figure out they're going to pay for the bills in January. Maybe that would be a better case. But pretty good crowd on hand, and the pep band here from the Raceland Worthington High School up in the upper deck across the way from where I'm situated. My on-site producer tonight, a rarity that I get, MJ McKay. His dance card, as they say, is pretty full during the year, and he's here. And also, I'll mention Ben Spicer only because I want him to go buy me a drink after a while, a soft drink, and a diet, if you would. No, I'm just kidding, you know. But Ben's here too, and we're glad to see him. Haven't seen him in a while. I'm glad to see him. Teams still fire away at the baskets, and I will tell you that the officials tonight have been identified to me. Mario McKissick, Gavin Ramsey, and Randy Smith are the three gentlemen wearing the black and white shirts, and they'll be making the calls throughout the evening down on the floor. So we wait now as both teams finish up their warm-ups and get ready to go to the bench. And we'll have some other pregame activities, and we will also have the starting lineups, and then we'll get going. So glad to have you along tonight on the Cool Hits Sports Network. Charlie Dunlap here with a host of others on this Monday night. I will mention tomorrow night the Raceland Rams go over to Westwood to play at Fairview. I'll have the call of that game at Westwood, and Elliott County will be at Morgan County on tomorrow night. Let's take another break, and we'll come back, and we'll set the starting lineups and get it underway here on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
You know, financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today.
Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Call for additional information. Other restrictions may apply.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
Doubt, stress, anxiety, frustration. That was yesterday. Today is your day to get back on track to a brighter future. At Ashland Community and Technical College, we're open and ready to help now. with ridiculously affordable, amazingly flexible classes that can lead to highly paid positions in IT, healthcare, and more. The real world's tough, but not as tough as you. Visit kctcs.edu/findyourcareer.
For those on the go, the smoothie connoisseur, the break room favorite, and for those that just never quite have it all. Happy holidays from Clark's Pumpkin Shop. Stop in this winter weather season and warm up with one of our coffees, hot chocolates, or lattes, custom made just the way you like it. Clark's Pumpkin Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
Living the life I love.
Someone will be with you. Don't know when. Don't hold your breath, but keep waiting. You don't have anything better to do.
You know, at First and People's Bank, you don't have to wait for an answer. The decision makers are at the bank, and the friendly tellers are always ready to wait on you. First and People's Bank, the home office. Member Equal Housing Lender, FDIC.
In addition to the Greenup location, Stultz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-through. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy.
Okay, back at the Palace at Raceland Worthington High School, the official introduction of the players. And for Elliott County, it'll be Elijah Faulkner, an 8th grader starting. Kyler Fannin, a senior. Lake Atkins, Greg Atkins' son, an 8th grader. Nick Martin, a junior. And Nathan Sturgill, a junior. So it'll be Faulkner, Fannin, Atkins, Martin, and Sturgill. For the Raceland Rams, this is how Coach Joe Bryan tells me they're going to come out. I'll go ahead and, we'll kind of let the crescendo here of the music come around. I don't want to steal anybody's thunder. So here we go. It'll be Christian Large, a junior, to start. John Arnett, an 8th grader. Trey Douglas, a sophomore. Jacob Gauze, a senior. And Connor Thacker, a sophomore. So there you have the starters for both teams as we get ready here for the tip-off of this one. And like I said, a pretty good crowd on hand for a, what are we, 13 days till Christmas. A lot of Christmas shopping going on and a lot of festivity activities. And this is a good place to be, though, and glad to have you along here on the Cool Hit Sports Network. Ariel McKisson will be the man to toss the ball at midcourt. It will be the only time tonight, unless we have an overtime, that there is a jump ball of any kind. Gauze will go up against Sturgill. Gauze is senior. Sturgill for Elliott County is a junior. We're just about ready to go. The ball is in the air, and Gauze got a hand on it, but Elliott County comes down with it. They're moving left to right. Here's Elliott County with it now. Elliott County on the attack in the front court, driving all the way up, and no good on the shot, but a foul's been committed.
Foul on number 24, Connor Thacker, his first team.
That was Fannin. And Connor Thacker picks up a foul, his first, the first on the team. On the inbounds, a bad pass, and it's taken away by the Rams. Down off the glass a little too hard by Large, but the rebound picked up on the floor by Fannin of Elliott County. So the Lions want to run, and now they'll set the play as they come into the front court. Here's Faulkner with it, a very familiar name, and needless to say, in Elliott County. A little give and go, and it won't go down. Rebound pulled out of the air by Topping, and the ball put up and in by Gauze. So Jacob Gauze there to put the ball in for the first points tonight. The Rams up 2-0. Topping, giving some pressure to the ball handler who brings it into the front court. Faulkner. Here's a three-point shot that's good by Fannin. And that's a lead change. First one of the ball game, and it's 3-2. Elliott County with that 1-point lead. Out of the left side for the three ball, and right on the money was Christian Large. That's a three-point shot for him. And that's brought to you by the Ram Pharmacy for all your pharmacy needs. See them. See Curtis and the gang there at the Ram Pharmacy. Now back with the Elliott County team down 5-3, and here's another three on the outside by Fannin. He's hit two, and I got a feeling the Rams going to have to make sure they know where Fannin is for Elliott County, because he's been uncontested on both shots. It's a 6-5 ball game. There's a three outside, no good for the Rams on Arnett. Jacob Gauze picks up the foul, his first, the second on the Rams. The Rams going to put a little bit of pressure on. Topping comes back in the back court, but Faulkner outruns him into the front court. Faulkner out near the timeline, comes around to the right side, and the Rams knock it out of bounds. Good quick feet and hands by Arnett. Bringing it in is Atkins now, the 8th grader. And he gives it off, and it goes in, but there was a foul. Faulkner got it. Score is still 6-5. It was out on the floor. There'll be 3 fouls now on the Rams. I believe that was Arnett. Now the shot no good, and coming the other way in a hurry is Topping up. Nope, a little short of it. And in the back court, Fannin gets it, throws it up to the front court in a transition. Here's a long three ball that's not going to go down. But it's rebounded. Well, it's not rebounded at all. It goes out of bounds, and it still belongs to Elliott County. Well, both teams want to run right now, but in the transition game, it hasn't paid off a whole lot. 6-5 is your score with 5:28 to go here in the opening quarter. Fannin loses the handle, but gets it back, goes out for the three, and drains his 3rd three of the ball game. And Joe Bryan said, I've seen all I want to see. It'll be a 30-second timeout. And I don't blame him. Fannin uncontested on those 3 shots, and it's a 30-second timeout. If you need collision work done on your vehicle, then see the good folks at the Bowman's Auto Center and Collision Center on Lexington Avenue in Flatwoods. They can get your vehicle looking almost brand new again, and they also have experienced mechanics that can provide quality service work. That's Bowman's Auto Service and Collision Center, Lexington Avenue in Flatwoods, a proud supporter of high school athletics. Well, it is 9-5, Elliott County with the lead. We've had a couple of lead changes. But the big story right now is Kyler Fannin, a senior for this Elliott County team, has hit 3 triples. And here comes Raceland into the front court. We've got a new player in there. Landon Newman has come in. The ball put up, and it's no good by Arnett. Rebound out of there. Faulkner will have it in backcourt. Faulkner, an 8th grader, comes up into the forecourt with it. He'll come up against Newman. And here's another 3 ball that's not going to go by Fannin. It's tipped around on the floor, going to be picked up by Elliott County. Fannin looked at about 22 feet away to shoot it, didn't shoot it, but the man that did was Lake Atkins, and he hits it. That's 4 threes now, and it's 12-5 in favor of Elliott County. The 3 ball has been the friend of the Lions from Elliott. Here's another 3 ball for the Rams. That'll go up and not go in. That was Large that missed that one. Here's another one up, no good. Large runs it down. Topping on the left side near the elbow, and he'll throw it back out, and the Rams will set it back up. It's Newman with it. Newman is a senior. Now Topping flashes out top of the key and directs traffic against what looks to be a zone. And Topping will back it up at the 3:45 mark in the opening quarter. Rams down 7. They want to get the play that they want. They got some people moving around. Topping comes and gets it on the right side. Here's Gauze out front. Gauze uses the dribble. And he'll give it off to Newman. Dribbling around in the corner, losing the handle is Topping. And a foul.
Foul's on number 12. Tyler Fannin.
Fannin commits his first foul for Elliott County, and that's their first foul. Raceland has it out on the right side of the basket. Throwing it in. Large with it. Large a floater in the lane. Got it to go. That's 5 for him, and the Rams back within 5 now at 12-7 with 3 minutes and 10 seconds on that clock. First quarter here at Raceland Worthington High School. Faulkner, the 8th grader, boy, he can handle the basketball, that's for sure. Here's the man down the lane, loses the handle, got it back. Fannin did, but he didn't really have the angle on the shot, and it comes down to Raceland. Raceland moving the ball around over here on the left side and draining it with Large. That's his second 3, and that, of course, is a 3-point shot brought to you by the Ram Pharmacy for all your pharmacy needs. See them over on the side there.
3 for Sturgill.
That was Sturgill, Nathan Sturgill. 5 threes now. All the LA County shots that have gone in are threes. And a foul.
Jacob Gauze basket's good. Foul's on number 32, Nick Martin. Gauze at the line for 1.
Martin will get it there, and Jacob Gauze will go up for 1 shot and try for the old-fashioned 3-point play. He's got 4 in the game. 2:22, and the clock stopped. Raceland within 3, and now within 2. Well, they were within 7, remember, and they've got into that.
Into the lineup for the Rams, number 10, Jacob Waller.
Jacob Waller comes in as Coach Joe Bryan utilizing his bench here in the early going in the first quarter. Faulkner out there working against Newman. Faulkner starts right, goes left, comes around a nice screen. Here's the shot up, and it is good. And you got it by Fannin.
3 for Fannin.
That's 4 for him, 6 for Elliott County, and they've got an 18-13 lead. Raceland working the ball around, top of the key. Now they go to Gauze, his little 10-footer, a little too hard, and a rebound pulled out of there by Sturgill of the Lions. As they work on the left side, driving in, losing the handle, but it's going to be a turnover, and it was picked up by Raceland. And the Rams will.
Number 32, Nick Martin. Jonah Arnett at the line.
Martin commits a foul, his second foul for Elliott County. A couple of free throws coming here. First one up and good. That's Arnett.
Number 30, Blake Holbrook into the game for Elliott County.
Well, the Rams within 4 at 18-14. Now they're within 3. Arnett hit both of them.
The lineup for Raceland, number 24, Connor Thacker.
Connor Thacker, who started, the sophomore, comes back in for the Rams. Rams, a little bit of pressure, nothing real heavy in backcourt. It's really Newman and Faulkner of Elliott County kind of battling that out. Atkins has it. He's also an 8th grader. Now here's Fannin. He wants to shoot it from 3-point land. Gauze wouldn't let him. Down underneath, up off the glass. A nice move by Sturgill. His 5th point. It's 20-15. Under a minute to go here in the opening quarter. In a game that looks like going to have a lot of scoring. And here's a pass that must have been intended for the first row over there because it went out of bounds. So the Rams with a couple of turnovers. 49 seconds, moving clock. Faulkner against Newman of Raceland. He brings it up on the right side, spins around. And once again, Atkins, the 2 8th graders at it. Here's Fannin. Nope, not going to make this 3. It's in and out on him. And some contact.
Nathan Sturgill's basket's good. Fouls on number 33.
Gau's second foul. And that will be 4 on the Rams. And here's Sturgill at the line. He's got 5 points for Elliott County. Here's the first shot. It's up, and it's good. It's now 23-15. Elliott County has been in the lead all this first quarter. Here's a 3 ball that will not go down for Large. He hit 2. And at 17 seconds, I would imagine Elliott County will go for 1. Now at 12 seconds. And fighting Atkins out at midcourt. Atkins throws it over to Martin, and it's a tie-up, and it belongs out to the Rams with 2.3 seconds left here in the opening stanza. Taking it out. Thacker, and he runs down the lane trying to get the ball. He got it back, but he didn't get a very good shot off. Well, the first quarter's over. It is 23-15 in favor of the visiting Elliott County Lions, and we'll be back with the second quarter here on the Cool Head Sports Network.
There's a lot of places to invest your money and no shortage of advice, but I think a lot of these get-rich-quick schemes are good ways to get broke quick. That's why I like the CDs at my bank. Guaranteed, insured.
Great rates, plus the comfort of knowing your CDs are guaranteed and insured. That's First of People's Bank. For all your banking needs, see the good folks at First of People's Bank, the home office. Member Equal Housing Lender, FDIC.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
23-15 the score. Elliott County on the road tonight, leading the Rams of Raceland here in Raceland. And in the side backcourt, the ball will be thrown in by Sturgill. And Faulkner, who's back in, the 8th grader, handles it out between the circles. Gives it off to Atkins, 2 8th graders passing with each other. Down underneath, nobody stepped up, and the shot was short, luckily, as Sturgill missed one, almost a give-me, and coming the other way and pounding it in was Connor Thacker, the sophomore. He was not going to be denied on that one. It's 23-17. Raceland's got the lead to 6. It's been as high as 8. Raceland runs their offense out around the horn. Faulkner wants the ball, and he gets it out near the timeline. There's Fannin with it. And we've got a turnover. It'll be 3 now on Elliott County. Exactly 7 minutes left in the second quarter till halftime. The ball put up and put in. A nice bounce. Topping got that to fall in. He got a really nice bounce. And the Rams claw back to within 4 at 23-19. Elliott County back in the front court, deep into the corner. Now Faulkner comes out between the circles with it. He'll give it to Fannin. Fannin to pass it around. Faulkner will put the 3 ball up. Nope, a little too hard. And the rebound coming out of there to the Rams underneath. Topping brings it out, gives it off for a shot for Waller that doesn't go in from 3-point land, and the rebound comes down to Atkins at 6 minutes to go in the first half. Get it straight here in a second. Here's Fannin wide open again. This time he missed a little too hard. He's missed a couple 3 now, but he hit 5 of them for Elliott County. Elliott County laying back in a zone. Raceland getting some direction of traffic here. Now here's the ball cross court. A 3-pointer that's good by Large. That's another 3-point shot for the Rams from the Ram Pharmacies. Go see my good friend Curtis and his crew there. Ram Pharmacy on Greenup Avenue in Raceland, just a couple blocks from the high school here. Elliott County, a long 3 ball. Yes, sir, right there. And that was Mr. Fannin. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. He's hit 5 now. I think I said 5 earlier. Here's another 3-point shot that's not going to go down for Large. This has become a 3-point contest. Rams down 4 with 4:44. A lot of 4s on the scoreboard in this second quarter. Here's Faulkner, the 8th grader. Nope, a little too hard. It won't go down. And the Rams on the rebound. Thacker had the rebound, got it back under the basket, lost it, but had it knocked away, and it will belong to the Rams.
Number 12, Joan Arnett. Nick Martin returns for Elliott County.
Arnett back in. Here it comes outside to Thacker. Nope. He had a 3 there, but it wouldn't go for him. Faulkner throws it ahead, and Elliott County getting it back out to Fannin, and he's wide open at the top of the key.
3 for Fannin.
29-22. Elliott by 7. Taking it under and to the hoop is Topping. Good. He looked like he was going to shoot a 3. And he said, nope, I'll drive it in. And guess what? It worked. 29-24, Raceland, excuse me there. Within 5. And there's Fannin. He missed the shot from out in 3-point land. And the Rams will set it up. Thacker out near the top of the key, and they're passing around, and there's a foul.
Foul's on number 12.
Kyler Fannin commits his second foul for Elliott County. And that will be the team's 4th common foul, and Thacker will throw it into the back court into Newman, and Newman will work his way up now into the front court. Newman goes to the right side. It's the zone here that Elliott County's thrown up on him, almost like a 1-2-2. Here's the shot, no good. The rebound picked up by Fannin, and he will come down the floor. He's a senior. He'll go top of the key. 3, nope, not going to make it. Had a little bit more on it than he needed. Nice rebound out of there, though, by Arnett. Shot by Raceland, no good, and once again, Fannin working hard underneath, and he gives it to Faulkner, and Faulkner, with no pressure this time, will walk it up over the timeline. Faulkner passing it around to Fannin. Raceland on the defense right now, and Raceland will take it away as it's a turnover. by Elliott County. Here's a 3 ball that's right on the money by Large. Large now with 1, 2, 3, 4 threes. 29-27. Raceland has been down by 8, but right now just down by 2 with 2:11 to go till halftime. I tell you what, these kids are not afraid to shoot threes on either team. That was Atkins, the 8th grader, who misses. Down the other way, a nice layup attempt by Topping, but it just wouldn't roll in. It rolled all around, and Greg Atkins with 1:55 is calling the timeout. And he's called a 30-second timeout. And with that, I will pass along to you. If you need collision work done on your vehicle, then see the good folks at the Bowman's Auto Center and Collision Center on Lexington Avenue in Flatwoods. They can get your vehicle looking almost brand new, and they also have experienced mechanics that provide quality service work. That's Bowman's Auto Service and Collision Center, Lexington Avenue in Flatwoods, a proud supporter of high school athletics. I'll do a little checking here in a moment and see if we've got any scores from the Coolidge Sports Network. As the buzzer sounds. Well, let's see. Start of the third quarter, Prestonsburg leads McGoffin County and girls 37-14. And 3 minutes to go in the first quarter, Greenup County leading East Carter 9-8. Game, I believe, being played at the Greenhouse tonight. Minute 53 here till the halftime. A little bit of pressure now. And Fannin bringing it up, got fouled by Arnett. It'll be his first. That's 5 now on the Rams. There's a lot of bumping going on. Faulkner of Elliott County with the ball. Faulkner over the line, looks right, comes left, spins. Going to give it off to Atkins. Atkins gives it back to Fannin, and we've got a foul. And that foul, I believe, will be on Arnett again. So they got 2 quick fouls. That'll be 6 now on the Rams. And down to the right of their basket. Fannin will try to inbounds it. And he does. And a 3 ball on a fall away by Sturgill. 32-27, a minute and a half left in the half. Another 3 over here by Raceland. It's not going to go down. That was Large that missed that one, but coming down with it is Elliott County. Elliott County on the move now up into the front court. Atkins has it. The 8th grader gets it from Faulkner. Packers, some good defense out there on Sturgill of Elliott County. Faulkner comes down, kicks it back out. Up with the ball off the backboard on a nice shot is Sturgill. 34-27. We're inside a minute now. 42 seconds to go till half. Down and driving down and in.
Christian Large for 2.
Very nice move. That was Christian Large. 30 seconds now. We would imagine, I would here, that Elliott County leading here by 5 would probably like to take the last shot of the half. Got a little defense out there, though, as Topping is out on Atkins, and we've got a timeout, by we don't have a timeout. I thought it was a timeout. Excuse me there. I saw Greg Atkins standing up. I thought he had called it. So it ends up being a turnover. That's 5 of them now on Elliott County. 10 seconds. The Rams with the ball. The Rams at 2 seconds. They're going to get the shot off. It's not going to go. So it's halftime. 34-29 in favor of Elliott County in a game of 3-point shooting. That's for sure. We'll take a break and come back with a halftime here on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
Are you having trouble keeping your parking lot lit? Is customer safety one of your top priorities? If so, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We have bucket truck and boom crane truck services. We have extensive experience in exterior lighting and parking lot lighting maintenance. No need to ever be in the dark again. Remember, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We will light your path to success.
Return. Refresh. Refuel.
Happy holidays from Clark's Pump and Shop. Stop in this winter weather season and warm up with one of our coffees, hot chocolates, or lattes, custom made just the way you like it. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
Hi, my name is Brian Horton, Mission Strategist for the Churches of the Greenup Baptist Association. We exist to revitalize, mobilize, and multiply New Testament churches in Northeast Kentucky and the world. The Churches of the Greenup Association are moving forward together in the Great Commission work. If you live in Lawrence, Boyd, Greenup, Carter, or Elliott counties, I want to invite you to attend one of the Greenup Baptist churches this coming Sunday. Once there, I know you will find a community of people who will welcome you and love you. For more information, go to greenupbaptist.org.
In addition to the Greenup location, Stultz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-through. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy.
And back here at Raceland Worthington High School, halftime, where the visiting Lions from Elliott County have the lead here 34-29 over the homestanding Raceland Rams. And as we plow into halftime, a little music entertainment by the pep band here at Raceland Worthington High School. But the scoring summary looks this way. Let's start at the top here. Kyler Fannin of Elliott County with 18 points. He's hit 6 threes. Lake Atkins has hit 1 and has 3, 11 points for Nathan Sturgill. And that pretty much the scoring for the Elliott County Lions. On the other side of the ledger, the Rams are being led by Christian Large, who has 14 points, 5 points to Arnett, 5 points to Gauze, who got in foul trouble and sat out a lot in that second quarter. Topping has 4, and let's see, a couple to Connor Thacker. And that pretty much tells you the story, as the first quarter score was 23-15 in favor of Elliott County, and they lead here 34-29 at the halftime. We'll take another break, come back in a couple of minutes, have some more on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
You know, financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today.
Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Call for additional information. Other restrictions may apply.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
My truck and I work all day long, so the truck has to be tough. But I want my truck loan easygoing, and that's what I get at my bank. Flexible terms, great rates. My truck loan works for me, just like my truck.
For great rates on loans for your next truck or car, see the good folks at First and People's Bank, the home office. Member Equal Housing Lender, FDIC.
Raceland Christian Church, 210 Caroline Road, wishes all of our area athletes the best as they compete in their respective seasons. May you be encouraged by your church family to run with endurance the race set before you in such a way as pleases Jesus so that you gain the prize that never fades away. Raceland Christian Church meets Sunday at 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. at 210 Caroline Road, Raceland. Visit us online at racelandchristian.com.
It's halftime. The Raceland Rams trail here to Elliott County 34-29. And some of the other stats for you. Elliott County had 14 shots from long range. They hit 9 of them. And for example, Kyler Fannin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of 9 himself. Atkins had a 3 and a couple of 3s from Sturgill. They were 9 of 14 at the free throw line. They just got one chance and they hit it. And on the other side of the ledger here, it was Raceland hitting 4 of 10 threes, and they hit 3 of 3 at the free throw line. Nobody in serious danger of foul trouble, although Jacob Gauze of Raceland did pick up 2 fouls and sit out most of that second quarter. But looking down through the book, doesn't look like it's any real big problem for anybody, at least right now. These teams come in here. Raceland was 3-2 with a win on Saturday against Johnson Central in the Boyd County shootout. And this LA County team hasn't won a game. They're 0-3. Very young. Both teams, let's face it, both teams are young out here playing tonight. But I tell you, both teams like to shoot the three. And they're getting some really good looks for the three-point shot. Good ball movement by the teams to allow them to do that. And they are getting some pretty good shots. Tomorrow evening, the Rams will travel over to Westwood to play the Fairview Eagles. And also tomorrow it will be at Morgan County. Elliott County will play their big rival right there, the county next to them in Morgan. They'll play over at West Liberty. I'll have the call of that Rams game at Fairview tomorrow night from the George Cook Gymnasium. Once again, it's 34-29 in favor of Elliott County at halftime. We'll take our final break and come back and start that third quarter on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
Hey Rams fans, would you do anything to support your team? What about switching your checking account? With Ashland Credit Union's debit card, you can support your favorite team. Every time you make an eligible purchase with your debit card, Ashland Credit Union donates 10 cents on your behalf to the Senior Assistance Program. Sign up for your favorite team's debit card today at Ashland Credit Union, 1300 Central Avenue, Ashland. Membership eligibility required, federally insured by NCUA.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts, and salads. A tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
Doubt, stress, anxiety, frustration. That was yesterday. Today is your day to get back on track to a brighter future. At Ashland Community and Technical College, we're open and ready to help now. With ridiculously affordable, amazingly flexible classes that can lead to highly paid positions in IT, healthcare, and more. The real world's tough, but not as tough as you. Visit kctcs.edu/findyourcareer.
In addition to the Greenup location, Stultz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-through. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy.
Just about ready to start this third quarter with Raceland down by 5. They trailed by as many as 8 in that first half, as pretty much dominated with the three-point shooting, especially of Kyler Fannin, a senior for the Lions of Elliott County. As I mentioned, tomorrow night, the Rams will travel over to Westwood to play the Eagles at Fairview, and Elliott County will go to Morgan County and play. So the start of a week, a busy week for both these teams. And I'll be there at Fairview with the Rams tomorrow night. And we're ready to start things. Gauze is back in after sitting out most of that second quarter with those 2 fouls. Thacker will throw it into Newman. Newman will give it to Topping now as Raceland will have the ball to start things off. Topping down the lane, gives it off to Gauze. He put it up a little too hard, got his own rebound and got it, but a foul. So he's going to get a couple of free throws. Nick Martin picks up his second foul. And the first foul of the team for Elliott County in the second half. Here's Gauze, who's 1 out of 1, 5 points. Now he has 6 points and 2 out of 2. And his second free throw bounces in. So Gauze with 7, and the Rams within 3. It's been a while since they led, since back in the early going. Faulkner gives it off to Atkins. Now to Fannin. He's in that dark spot on the floor now. Beautiful floor here at the Palace that was redone, I guess, in the off-season during the summer. And right now, Atkins has got it here on the left side, loses the handle, got shoved. Yep, got a hand. Topping will pick up his first foul. And that's a common foul, as they like to say, and it'll be out of bounds. It'll be Atkins to take it out under the Elliott County basket to the left of it. And he will bring it in, throw it across the floor to Sturgill. Now Sturgill starts in, spins, got open, but I think Gauze got a hand on it. That was headed for the nets. So Gauze goes about 6'6" for his Ram team, and nice move on his part. It comes into Faulkner now. Faulkner dribbles around, comes top of the key, spins, kicks it in that right corner for the 3 ball that's going to be short of the mark by Sturgill. Thacker taking it coast to coast, laid it up, didn't get it, and we've got a foul. Very aggressive play by Thacker. It's unfortunate it wouldn't go in for him.
Fouls on number 40, Nathan Sturgill.
Sturgill with his second foul. The second foul here in the, excuse me, that's his first foul.
Correction, that last foul was on number 12, Kyle Fannin.
Okay, it was not on Sturgill, it was on Fannin, his first. And unfortunately, both free throws didn't go down for Thacker. It's still a 3-point lead, or no, excuse me, one went down. Excuse me, wrong on that. 34-32. I'll get it straight here in a second. Long 3 ball, not going to get down by Sturgill. Rebound down to Thacker, puts up the 3 ball, it won't go. And here's Fannin. Fannin open for the 3, gives it up though. To Sturgill, goes in. Fell down as he was shooting the ball, and it was taken away and back up to Thacker, and he got it and laid it in. Large gave it to him. Thacker with 5 points now. It's a lead change, first one in a long time. 4th one of the game, and it's been a long time since the Rams had a lead, and they lead now 35-34. Top of the key, Fannin. Nope, hit the front of the rim. He's got 18 points, but he didn't get anything there. And we've got a blocking foul on Faulkner. That will be his first foul. And the third on Elliott County.
Fouls on number 5, Elijah Faulkner.
Back into the ball game for Elliott County is Atkins. Elliott County with a couple of different players in and out. Shot up, no good. LA County's Newman backs it out between the circles. Against the 2-3 zone here. And open for the 3 ball, and good was Arnett. 38-34, that's the biggest lead the Rams have had, at 4. There's Sturgill with it, Sturgill of Elliott County. Goes over, and Gauze knocked it away. Nice block on Sturgill by Gauze.
Contact this basket's good. Fouls on number 5, Elijah Faulkner.
And we've got a timeout called.
Thacker will go to the line for 1.
And that is a full timeout. So Raceland's up 6 with 4:50 to go in the third. We'll take a break and be back in a minute on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
Caroline Road wishes all of our area athletes the best as they compete in their respective seasons. May you be encouraged by your church family to run with endurance the race set before you in such a way as pleases Jesus, so that you gain the prize that never fades away. Raceland Christian Church meets Sunday at 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. at 210 Caroline Road, Raceland. Visit us online at racelandchristian.com.
Doubt, stress, anxiety, frustration, that was yesterday. Today is your day to get back on track to a brighter future. At Ashland Community and Technical College, we're open and ready to help now. With ridiculously affordable, amazingly flexible classes that can lead to highly paid positions in IT, healthcare, and more. The real world's tough, but not as tough as you. Visit kctcs.edu/findyourcareer.
Back after the timeout by Greg Atkins, and at the line will be Thacker. Thacker's shot up. Nope, not going to go. And the rebound going to come down to the Lions. Here's Faulkner with it, the 8th grader, top of the key. Hit the front of the rim, no good. Nice rebound by Christian Large. Large takes it down the paint, puts it up, and got it. We'll give him 18 points, and it's a 42-34 lead, the biggest lead for the Rams at 8. They were down one time by 8, well, a couple of times. At the 4-minute and 14-second mark, Fannin, not wide open, but he took the shot and got it to go. Okay. That's 21 for him, all on threes. They ought to call him the tray man. He can certainly put the 3 up and hit them. Underneath. Nice feed from Gauze to Thacker, and Thacker lays it in. 44-37. Rams up by 7 now. Faulkner at the charity stripe, no good. The rebound, Sturgill hits the deck. I believe they're going to call a foul on Gauze. If that's so, it'll be his 3rd.
Fouls on number 33, Jacob Gauze.
And that is 3rd, and Gauze will take a seat. He said a lot there in that second quarter. Common foul, out of bounds. There's a Fannin to throw it in. And he shoots out of the right corner, no good, and it's out of bounds to the Rams. 3-3-3 left in the third. Going out is Adkins for Elliott County. And I believe that was Holbrook that came in. Raceland works the ball, top of the key. A 3 ball hits the front of the rim, no good. Out of bounds, it's going to belong out to Raceland. Shot taken there by Large. But it hit the front of the rim. So in the back court, here's Faulkner, breaks loose from a couple of people, and Thacker knocked the ball away. So Fannin, right below where we sit here in the upper deck, will be the man to inbounds the ball in the offensive front court. Raceland, excuse me again, folks. Raceland putting some pressure on. And Elliott County throws it away. It'll be 7 turnovers. Just my second game of the season, and I get teams confused. And what's your name? No, you're MJ McKay. You're the you're the executive on-site producer. Well, I tell you, the Rams have fought back in this one, and they lead it now by 7 with 2:41 to go in the third. I saw the official McKiston have the ball. I thought he was going to shoot it for a second. He looked like he could probably make them. He's a pretty athletic-looking guy. Nice guy, too. Okay, Raceland back with it. Here's Newman. Now to Topping. Now they go in, and a beautiful pass, but unfortunately Topping couldn't get up from picking it up, and here's the shot for a 3 ball that won't go down for Newman. But Thacker made a great pass there for Raceland. And Sturgill has the ball knocked away, but it went out of bounds. It's still going to belong out to the Lions. Now, both these teams, as I mentioned, tomorrow night in action. Elliott County will be in Morgan County in West Liberty, and the Rams will be over in Westwood to play the Eagles. Be interesting to see the Eagles for the first time this season and get reacquainted with Clarence Thompson, the new coach, who I met a few years ago, and look forward to seeing that game tomorrow evening. Here it comes into Sturgill. Thacker's got him. Thacker backs off of him. And now a lot of bumping and grinding going on, and a turnaround put up and put in by Fannin. That's the first shot that he's made that wasn't a 3. 39, but 44 for the Rams. Down in the paint. Airborne, and not going to go down, but a foul. I believe the foul was on, well, we'll wait and see.
Foul's on number 32, Nick Martin.
It was on 32. Okay, Martin, that will be his, I've got him with 3. And at the line, and good with the shot is Arnett. That's his first or third shot at the free throw line. And that, by the way, he's at the Johnson Chiropractic free throw line. The Johnson Chiropractic keep you in the game. And they both went in. Well, minute 42 in this third stanza. Raceland has fought back and leads 46-39. There's Atkins back in, the 8th grader. Coach Atkins' son. Now here's Sturgill with it, dribbling around on the left side, floats it to Atkins. Here's Faulkner, has it slapped away, but he picks it up. Good defense there by Waller. And finally, a takeaway by the Rams. And then another takeaway going the other way. Only 4 takeaways tonight, or turnovers, on Raceland. Here's Fannin at the charity stripe, puts a floater up. It won't count because there was a foul.
Foul's on number 50, Jacob Duvall.
Jacob Duvall picks up his first foul for Elliott County. We're at an even minute to go in the third. Let's see what the time management calls for here for Raceland. 1-2-2 zone out there. Where's Waller with it? They give it off to Thacker.
Thacker for 2.
And he laid it in. I tell you what, when he gets going to the rim, he goes to the rim. 48-39, biggest lead now by the Rams. Short of the mark for Fannin for Elliott County. Coming the other way to top of the key, no good. Rebound fought for, it's on the floor, and there is a foul. There had to be either a foul or somebody stepped out of bounds. And I think the referee's going to come up and kind of cool some people down here.
Foul's on number 12, Tyler Fannin.
That'll be on Fannin, his second. Well, things got a little heated there for a second. But evidently, the way they're lining up back here, there might be a technical foul called. So I look through the netting here in the second level. Gavin Ramsey talking to Joe Bryan. And it must be, because at the line and shooting is Holden Topping making a free throw. And he made both of them. Those are technicals. Large comes back in, and Topping, who hits the 2 technical free throws, will sit down. 11-point lead now, the biggest of the night by the Rams. Oh, it was both teams getting it, so they're going to put Fannin at the line. It was a double technical, if you would. And Fannin misses the first one. That's his first free throw tonight. Rams up 50-39 with 11 seconds to go here in the third. Shot up and good on the second one. 24 points now for Fannin. 8 fouls against Elliott, 5 against the Rams. Good play out there defensively as Arnett battles for the inbounds against Martin, or against Atkins of Elliott County. And it goes out of bounds and it's still going to belong to Elliott. They got to bring it the length of the floor with 8.7 seconds in the third. Here's Faulkner behind the back dribble, has it stripped away. And down the other way, up and in is the man that took it away, is Arnett. And the Rams have opened a 12-point lead at 52-40. We'll take a break and come back with what could be an exciting fourth quarter on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
My truck and I work all day long, so the truck has to be tough. But I want my truck loan easygoing, and that's what I get at my bank. Flexible terms, great rates. My truck loan works for me, just like my truck.
For great rates on loans for your next truck or car, see the good folks at First and People's Bank, the home office. Member Equal Housing Lender, FDIC.
In addition to the Greenup location, Stultz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-through. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy.
Here at Raceland, the Rams lead 52-40 over the visiting Lions of Elliott County. It was 23-15, Elliott at the quarter. They led 34-29 at the half, but only scored 6 points in that quarter, and the Rams got 33. So it's 52-40, a 12-point lead for Raceland. And down at midcourt, the Lions will take it out. Fannin will give it into Faulkner. Underway in the fourth quarter. Fannin comes out to get the ball from Faulkner. He's dribbling around. He's open enough for the shot. Nope, not going to go this time for him. He's had a bunch of threes. Down underneath, the turnaround shot off the rim, no good. And picked up by Elliott County. That was Large who missed, but not by much. That first half was a three-point shooting contest. Faulkner drives the lane, up with it, no good. Rebound down to Thacker, throws it ahead. What a pass, and laying it up and in was Arnett. That was a great pass by Thacker. And there's some contact. Official waving people in here. That must have gone out of bounds. Man, Thacker made a pass on the run to Arnett. That's a highlight as far as I'm concerned. A good pass. Arnett will throw it in to Newman. Down underneath. Oh, turnover by Raceland. There's 6 to the ball game. And here's Fannin now as he crosses the timeline. Looks over to the bench, get directions from Coach Atkins over there. He dribbles around, goes up off the glass too hard, knocked out of bounds. And it's going to belong out to Raceland. Oh, excuse me, to Elliott County. Now here's another three. Outside, no good by Sturgill. He had 13 at halftime. And that's what he's got right now.
Fouls on number 32, Nick Martin, is fifth.
Well, Nick Martin fouls out at the 6:41 mark of the fourth. And at the line for a couple of gratis tosses here will be Arnett. He got the first one. Arnett is 5 out of 5 at the line. High as the bucket. It's in the air and good. .16 for Arnett. 56-42, the biggest lead now by the Rams at 14. They've dominated this second half. Thacker commits the foul. And here's Faulkner in the backcourt. And I believe Thacker again. That'll be his fourth foul. Action's kind of slowed down from what it was in the first half. It was run and gun. Fannin just over the line now. Fannin will give it to Duvall. And Faulkner, I thought walked with it, but a foul is called.
Foul on number 11, Landon Newman.
Foul on Newman, his first as far as I'm concerned. Stops the clock at 6:24, so that will send to the line. Won't send anybody. Okay, it's going to be out of bounds. Comes into Faulkner. Faulkner drives down the right side, tried to put one up, but getting a hand on there was large, and he knocked it out of bounds for Raceland. Fannin comes into Duvall. Fannin deep in the right corner, doesn't have a shot, gives it to Faulkner, a long three. Got it. First points of the ball game. The eighth grader hits a long one at the top of the key. 6:03 to go in the ball game, and there's some action underneath and a foul. So things getting a little sloppy here in this fourth quarter. Faulkner picks up his second, I believe. And up to the line is Landon Newman for a couple of free throws. First one is good. This one a good free throw shooting team. Second shot, no good. But the rebound comes down to Gauze, who's back in. Put it up a little too hard. Got his own rebound, and oh, it won't go down for him. It rolled around, but wouldn't go down. Elliott County with the ball. The clock at 5:47 to go. And Raceland's ahead by a dozen. Making a nice move up, but a little short on the shot is Sturgill. Okay. Here we go. Sturgill at the line for two, misses the first one.
Back in the lineup for Raceland, number 24, Connor Thacker.
I think both teams look a little tired myself. It was a really fast first half with all the shooting and running and pulling up for the threes and everything. Both shots were missed, by the way, on the free throw. This is Newman with it. Newman bouncing around, looks for somebody, gives it to Gauze, or to Thacker rather, and out of the left corner, the three ball no good by Large, and on the floor fighting is Thacker. He comes up with it, and Raceland will reset it at 5:12 to go in the game. Down the lane and up with the floater, no good, but Thacker got the rebound and got it in, but it's not going to count.
Connor Thacker, his fifth. In the lineup for Raceland, number 2, Holden Topping.
And I believe Thacker committed that, and that be the case. He is fouled out. Fouled out in the fourth. And he leaves with 2, 4, 6, 7, 9. Faulkner at the line now for Elliott County. Gets the one and bonus. Shot up. Nope, not going to go in, so he won't get the bonus. Newman over the line. Newman being harassed by Faulkner. And he's going to throw it across the way to Waller. Is Gauze, misses a three out of the right corner. Gauze almost had that rebound, but just ahead of him was Sturgill to pull it down for Elliott. 4.5 minutes left. And another foul. Things, like I said, this fourth quarter have really kind of slowed up. It looks like a little fatigue on both teams. At the line will be Lake Atkins, who has 3 points all in the first half, his first trip to the charity stripe. That'll be the 9th foul on the Rams. 57-45. The first one goes in. Lake is an 8th grader, the son of Coach Greg Atkins, with his 4th point. the second one is good. Four and a half to go in regulation here. 10-point lead by Raceland. Underneath it goes to Gauze, goes up and in. Good. Nice assist on that from Topping, by the way. And Gauze gets himself a bucket. 59-47. Rams up by a dozen again. Here's a three ball out of that left corner. It's not going to fall for Sturgill. And the Rams, against some pressure, work it up into the front court. Over on that left side for the three. That's no good by Large. The rebound put up, and then Gauze gets it and puts it in. Nice power move by Gauze. And it's 61-47, back to a 14-point lead at 3:30 to go in regulation, or in the game. Down the other way, Sturgill has it knocked away by Gauze. Sturgill gets it back. They fight each other, and the ball won't go in, and Gauze got the rebound. Good effort by him. Driving is Newman into the front court, but he got fouled. Somebody got a hand on him.
Fouls on number 5, Elijah Faulkner.
Faulkner's third foul. And that will send to the line.
Newman at the line shooting the double bonus.
On the double bonus will be Newman. He's 1 out of 2. His first shot up and good. 62-47. Biggest lead at 15. Hey. And Newman's second shot, in and out and in. 63-47, the biggest lead at 16. 3 minutes and 5 seconds to go in regulation. No good on a three by Sturgill. Flipping it around outside, and now the Rams very patient on offense. Well, they have no reason to be rushing anything. They're ahead 16 with 2:45 left. Play pitch and catch with it. Topping, backs out near the timeline with it. Still on the dribble. Now Newman with it. Newman drives the lane but kicks it to Topping. Topping down, kicks it over here on the right side for the three ball. And yes, sir, it is good by Waller. 66-47, the biggest lead at 19. The Rams, who trailed at halftime, really turned it on in that second half. Sturgill takes it in and lays it in. 66-49 now with 2 minutes to go. Up over the line. Topping on the dribble, hands it off to Newman. Newman starts right, comes back though, and he'll back it back out. Minute 42 on the clock. Newman dribbles around in a circle and gives the ball off to Arnett. And then they give it to Waller. And then across the way it comes, just passing it around right now. Newman comes down the lane with it, puts it up off the glass. Nope, not going to go, but there's some contact at a minute 18.
Fouls on number 40, Nathan Sturgill.
Sturgill commits a foul. I guess his first. And at the line will be Landon Newman for a couple. He's 3 out of 4 right now. And here come the subs. MJ, this is when it gets exciting. You just hope that the roster you had has everybody on it for both teams. So we've got mass substitutions in. Okay, Newman eyes the bucket. It's in the air. Goes in. $68-49. He hit both of them. Okay, now let's try to catch up to who's in the ball game. Copley, an 8th grader, dribbling around. Barker had it momentarily. He's got it right now for Elliott County. He's at the free throw line, gives it underneath, and it's put up and put in. I believe that's Duval. It was Duval, his first bucket of the ball game. He's played 43 seconds here. Down underneath, but a turnover. Walking at 40.6 seconds. Raceland is led by as many as 19. And right now, they lead by 17 with 29 seconds to go. Elliott County just kind of dribbling it around. Duval comes and gets it, and then he throws it away, and then it's almost kicked out of bounds, but it's saved. And I think a reach in. I got to look at a roster now. A shot up and good. I think it's Ian Griffith, an 8th grader. And the second shot is good. And that is the ball game. Final score is 68 for Raceland and 53 for Elliott County. Well, it was interesting. It was a game of two halves. The first half was pretty much controlled by Elliott County. Second half on the other side of the halftime was controlled by the Raceland Rams. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll have the post game, have some stats, and hopefully Joe Bryan will come by and spend some time here on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
You know, financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today.
Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Call for additional information. Other restrictions may apply.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others, should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Painesville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
Doubt, stress, anxiety, frustration. That was yesterday. Today is your day to get back on track to a brighter future. At Ashland Community and Technical College, we're open and ready to help now. With ridiculously affordable, amazingly flexible classes that can lead to highly paid positions in IT, healthcare, and more. The real world's tough, but not as tough as you. Visit kctcs.edu/findyourcareer.
For those on the go, the smoothie connoisseur, the break room favorite, and for those that just never quite have it all, Happy holidays from Clark's Pumpkin Shop. Stop in this winter weather season and warm up with one of our coffees, hot chocolates, or lattes, custom made just the way you like it. Clark's Pumpkin Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
Well, the final score here, it was 68-53. Raceland a winner over Elliott County, as I mentioned there in the closing remarks of the game. Each half had its own feeling to it. The first half, Elliott County pretty much controlled things and led at halftime by a score of 34-29. But that third quarter, though, it was all Rams as they came out and scored 33 points to 6. And from there, the game pretty much in the fourth quarter really slowed to a very, very slow pace. But the Rams do win, and they go 4-2 now in the year. Elliott County drops to 0-3 on this particular year. And we're going to look at the scoring. First, let's look at Elliott County, the visiting team. They had 24 from Kyler Fannin. Let's see here what they had. They had 15, I guess it was, to Sturgill. A couple of points to Griffith, 2 points to Duvall. And I mentioned Fannin had 24, 5 points to Atkins. And that's pretty much the scoring. On the Rams side of things, they had 18 points to Christian Large. Arnett had 16. Gauze had 11. There was 6 points for Topping, 3 for Waller, 5 for Newman, and 9 for Thacker. And Coach Brian is coming up here with me. Coach, I'll get you all hooked in here, and we'll be able to talk. Well, they give me enough cable for these things. You could almost stay down there with this cable. I'll get you going here in just a second. Just hold on with me. Well, we got one thing here in the way. There we go. Hate to have to do this, folks, but we have a little technical thing we have to take care of so the coach can talk to us and hear us. And I believe if the old eyes will let me see this thing, we'll be in pretty good shape. There we go. Coach, you hear me okay? You got me there? Okay.
Yep.
Well, I just said just before you came up, it was a game of two halves. The first half seemed to be Fannin and Elliott County. But, man, in the third quarter, I don't know what you said at halftime, but your kids were on fire.
Well, we just pride ourselves on defense, defensive intensity, and, credit to them, especially the Fanning kid. The young man hit a lot of shots in that first half, but I just wasn't happy with our defensive effort, and I let them know about it at halftime and thought we came out, we held them to 6 in the third quarter. One thing I preach is a single-digit quarter helps you win a lot of ball games. If you get one single-digit quarter in a high school game on the defensive end, it really helps, and thought we did that tonight in the third quarter there and finally had some momentum.
And that, like you said, with the momentum, that carried over in, needless to say, into the fourth quarter, because anytime that you can hold somebody like that and then score like you guys did, it really kind of shakes them in their socks and in their shoes, it's that kind of thing.
Yeah, and we've got enough athletes and guards that we can put some pressure on people and really guard and be physical out there, because you got big Gauze back here cleaning up a lot of your mistakes. Not only does he block shots, but he can test shots and he finishes up with a rebound. So, really on to our guards for we got to defend.
Well, it was a nice win for you. Makes your season go 4-2, and you're right back in action tomorrow night. You don't have any time to rest. You're over in Westwood.
Yep, 7th game in 11 days. When you've got a successful football program like we do, you're gonna have that.
Sure.
And,
sure.
Our boys have known about it. They finally get a day off Wednesday, so like I told them, we got to finish what the little streak we're on here tomorrow, and excited to go over and play. I love that gym.
Yeah,
it's loud.
It's loud.
Can't hear anything. I love it.
Yeah. And I'll be over there with the call of the game and look forward to it. I know anytime Raceland and Fairview get together, it's a rivalry and everything.
Yes.
And it's that in any sport or anything else that you all do. I'll let you go, and I appreciate you. And I'll see you over tomorrow evening in the George Cook Memorial Gym.
That sounds good. I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, you have a good one now,
You
Coach.
too. Thank you.
Coach Brian there, and we're going to take another break, and we're going to come back with some final stats right here on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
You know, financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today.
Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Call for additional information. Other restrictions may apply.
Raceland Christian Church, 210 Caroline Road, wishes all of our area athletes the best as they compete in their respective seasons. May you be encouraged by your church family to run with endurance the race set before you in such a way as pleases Jesus so that you gain the prize that never fades away. Raceland Christian Church meets Sunday at 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. at 210 Caroline Road, Raceland. Visit us online at racelandchristian.com.
Hi, my name is Brian Horton, Mission Strategist for the Churches of the Greenup Baptist Association. We exist to revitalize, mobilize, and multiply New Testament churches in Northeast Kentucky and the world. The Churches of the Greenup Association are moving forward together in the Great Commission work. If you live in Lawrence, Boyd, Greenup, Carter, or Elliott counties, I want to invite you to attend one of the Greenup Baptist churches this coming Sunday. Once there, I know you will find a community of people who will welcome you and love you. For more information, go to greenupbaptist.org.
Okay, back here at Raceland Worthington High School where the Rams win tonight over the visiting Elliott County Lions, 68-53. Tomorrow night, Elliott County in action at Morgan County. And tomorrow night, the Rams will be over at Fairview in the George Cook Memorial Gym. I'll be there for the call of that one on the Cool Hits Sports Network. But once again, 68-53, the Rams win this one and go 4-2 on the season. I want to thank you for tuning in, listening, however you happen to be able to monitor the game. And all I can say is have a good evening tonight. Have a good day tomorrow. It's been a production of the Cool Hits Sports Network. Good night.
You've been watching and listening to Raceland Rams basketball on the Cool Hits Sports Network and Cool TV. Tonight's game has been brought to you in part by Clark's Pump and Shops of the Tri-State, A&A Porta Potties, River Cities Builders, Stokes Pharmacy, Members Choice Credit Union, Ashland Credit Union, Trace Hermanos Mexican Restaurant, First and People's Bank, Ashland Community and Technical College, Raceland Christian Church, and the Greenup Baptist Association. This broadcast of Raceland Rams basketball has been an exclusive sports presentation of the Cool Hits Sports Network and Cool TV.